What up, YouTubers? It's your boy Nerdy Red 23. How are y'all doing? I'm here to talk about Stevie Wonder releasing his 15th album of October 27th, 1972. Released through Tamla, a subsidiary of Motown Records, and the album and Music of My Mind. This album and Music of My Mind, released earlier the same year, are generally considered to mark the start of Mr. Wonder's classic period, and the sound of the album is sharply defined by Wonder's use of keyboards and synthesizers, and you definitely got amazing hits on this album right here. You got hits like Supersition and You Are the Sunshine of My Life, Maybe Your Baby, including Tuesday Heartbreak, Big Brother, I Believe When I Fall in Love, It Will Be Forever, Looking for Another, Pure Love, Blame It on the Sun, You've Got It Bad Girl, and You and I, We Can Conquer the World. So the album peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Top LPs chart, and it finished at number 3 on the Billboard's year-end chart for 1973. And Superstition reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and Hot Soul Singles chart. And You Are My Sunshine of My Life hit number 1 on the Hot 100 and Easy Listening charts. Talking Book earned Wonder his first Grammy Award with You Are the Sunshine of My Life, winning Best Male Pop Vocal Performances at the 16th Grammy Awards, and Superstition also won Best Male R&B Vocal Performance and Best R&B Song, and often included in lists of the greatest albums of all time. And Talking Book was voted number 322 in the third edition of Colin Larkin's all-time top 1,000 albums in the year 2000, and Rolling Stone ranked it at number 59 on its list of the 500 greatest albums of all time in 2020. So there's more history to this album. Much of the material on Talking Book was recorded at the same time as that on my Music of My Mind, as the album saw that Wonder enjoying more artistic freedom from Motown and relying less on Motown's head Berry Gordy for musical direction and expression. It is often seen as the beginning of his transition from a youthful prodigy into an independent and experimental artist. And speaking of the album in 2000, Wonder had said that it wasn't so much that I wanted to say anything except where I wanted to just express various many things that I felt, the political point of view that I have, the social point of that view of that I have, the passions, emotion, and love that I felt, compassion, the fun of love that I felt, the whole thing in the beginning with the joyful love and then the pain of love. And the sound of the album is sharply defined by Wonder's keyboard words, excuse me, work, keyboard, Wonder's keyboard work, especially synthesizers. And while the synthesizers gives a funky edge to tracks like Maybe Your Baby, the the Honor clavinet embellishment on Big Brother evoke a six-string acoustic guitar and the note-bending harmonica work on several tracks that touches on some folk and blues different influences. Influences. Some folk and influences, blues influences, and Wonder's use of the clavinet Model C on the Superstition is widely regarded as one of the definitive tracks featuring the instrument, and he had played the majority of the instruments on the album himself, but he had received some support from such guest musicians as Jeff Beck, Ray Parker Jr., Sanborn, David Sanborn, and Buzz Whitson, and Robert Margouleff and Malcolm Cecil collaborated with Wonder on 4 of his classic albums, Music of My Mind and Talking Book, Intervisions, and Fulfillingness, First Finale, as well as several albums by the Isley Brothers and others. And their unusual production technique of using multiple layers of instruments like the clavinet, Fender Rhodes, electric piano, and ARP and Moog synthesizers rather than the more typical string orchestra helped to give Talking Book and the other 3 albums their distinctive sound. And this album will always be a classic. And the album's cover photo was taken by Robert Margouleff, Margouleff in LA, and featuring Wonder with his hair in braids, cornrows, as y'all see that, wearing jewelry and dressed in African style robes in a quasi biblical desert landscape. And the inner photo of the gatefold sleeve shows that Wonder in a silhouette against a dramatic landscape sunrise, and the rest is history right here. This is a really great album, man. This is definitely an incredible album by Stevie Wonder. Look at that. It's a gatefolded too. I had this one. I had a previous copy of this album. Stinks that, you know, it ended up skipping on the Supersition. I was not very impressed when it skipped on that. Ooh, look at that feel. That's when, you know, when someone is, you know, blind. And they have to, like, feel like a touch when they see something. That's when someone is going through the blind condition. But it's still a great album by Stevie Wonder. This will always be a classic, and it's one of my favorites right here by Stevie. I'm really happy to have this record. Talking Book. You know, if you love Motown music, I mean, if you love soul, R&B, just any of that, funk, he has a little funk in it too. I mean, you gotta have Stevie Wonder in your collection, man. He's a genius of his work too. He's a legend. What's your favorite song off the album? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. Follow your boy. I will be glad to return to the next one. Y'all have a blessed one and stay safe, y'all. If you love Stevie Wonder, you definitely got to get this record in your collection so you can bump it on your turntables. Peace, y'all.